Hey guys, Dabu7, and once again we've got another new image here to share. This one kind of matching the other ones with like the 5 objects around it. Um, Pretty wild looking, this shot, but some of the new information here coming from AVI LOEB is anomalous. Again, it's what they call extraordinary. The fact that this thing moved going right around perihelion a little bit, which they couldn't explain. Now it's about to come within Jupiter's Hill radius, which they're saying is just astronomically insane. This is the point where the gravity on Jupiter overcomes the sun's gravity. This is a very important spot in terms of all that with the solar wind and the magnetic fields and the pull and the power. Now, when it comes to Jupiter itself, it is a huge magnet of power. Look at what it does. See all the rocks and the asteroids and everything that are out there? They follow Jupiter around, and it keeps them clear and far away from Mars and everything else in the inner solar system. So it acts as that, as something that pulls all these rocks away, and you can see it right there on how everything goes in motion. So this thing has not been affected really by anything. It kind of has done what it wants to, shifting again just the slightest bit going around the sun. And what that does is it puts it in this very special area. Now, there's talk out there that it could be dropping off probes of some sort around the planet. And, Avi Loeb always kicks out these ideas, and you should be open minded to different things going on and happening out there. But in this instance, it's not always just like probes. We know that this thing is kicking out cyanide. And that to me is huge because some would argue it's going too fast to be able to drop off probes in Jupiter's atmosphere. And I could argue with that. An intelligent life force could definitely know how to drop something and, maybe even behind to where when it catches up right to the right time, it's going to enter the atmosphere at the speed that they want. Anything could be going on here if that's the case, if it's intelligent. I've just been trying to stick to the hard data the entire time and say, hey, can you explain this, this, and this? And of course, NASA can't. They couldn't. They gave us a fuzzball image. And now, with this thing coming into this Jupiter's Hill radius, even if it's not dropping probes and all this other stuff, which people are wanting to chop up and attack Avi Loeb over, it could be, well, let's just put it this way. What do we know it's doing for a fact? It's spewing cyanide, which gives it its blue kachina color. And that right there is one of the building blocks of life. And it already did this across Mars. And now it just so happens to have been nudged just so slightly. And like no one was ever concerned, like it was going to smack into something or, if it shifted around the sun any bit different, it couldn't have hit this Goldilocks zone. Now, I'm not talking for life, but in terms of where these powers meet, the sun and Jupiter. This is a special place, especially for, again, dropping anything off that you want to stay in Jupiter's atmosphere, which is pretty wild. The odds of it, on top of all the other anomalies, this is just the latest. Wanted to share it with you. I will update with more. We're getting newer images in all the time, and as we get them, new anomalies popping up, as you can see. We'll keep covering them. Join me for the live streams going live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Dabu77. Eyes to the skies.